The film takes place in the magical land of Kumandra, a place where dragons once lived alongside humans in harmony. However, a dark force called the Droon threatened the existence of both humans and dragons. In a desperate act of self-sacrifice, the dragons united to save humanity by using their combined magic to drive the Droon away, though it cost them their lives. The story begins 500 years after the dragon's sacrifice, with Kumandra divided into separate, distrustful regions, each holding a piece of the broken dragon gem, the only thing left of the once great dragons. The protagonist of the story, Raya, is a skilled warrior who is determined to bring unity to Kumandra by tracking down the last dragon, Sisu, who holds the key to stopping the Droon for good. However, as Raya embarks on her quest, she soon realizes that it will take much more than dragon magic to bring peace to her world. The core message of the movie revolves around trust, unity, and the need for people to work together in the face of adversity, despite their differences. The movie introduces viewers to the rich culture of Kumandra, inspired by various Southeast Asian nations, creating a vibrant backdrop filled with color, creativity, and distinct regional characteristics. Each part of Kumandra, divided into 5 lands representing parts of a dragon, fang, heart, spine, talon, and tail, has developed its own unique culture and way of life. However, these regions are also in a state of tension, as they compete for control of the dragon gem, the powerful relic that has been guarding their world from the Droon. Kumandra is a lush and diverse landscape, filled with rivers, forests, mountains, and deserts. The land is shaped like a dragon, with each region representing a different part of the dragon's body. Over the centuries, Kumandra has been divided into 5 distinct kingdoms: fang, heart, spine, talon, and tail. Each of these kingdoms has its own culture, way of life, and motivations. The people of heart are the keepers of the dragon gem, the source of the dragon's power, which has protected Kumandra from the Droon for generations. The kingdom of fang is wealthy and well defended, but its people are consumed with greed and ambition. Spine is a snowy, mountainous region known for its warriors, while Talon is a bustling marketplace filled with traders and opportunists. Tail, the desert region, is the least populated, with harsh conditions that have left its people struggling to survive. The story begins in Heart, where young Raya is being trained by her father, Chief Benja, to become the guardian of the dragon gem. Chief Benja dreams of reuniting the fractured kingdoms of Kumandra and restoring the harmony that once existed between the people and the dragons. He believes that the key to achieving this goal is trust, which has been eroded over centuries of conflict and suspicion. Chief Benja invites the leaders of the other kingdoms to Heart for a feast, in the hope of building bridges between the regions. Raya, though skeptical, shares her father's optimism and is excited to meet the other leaders. However, the feast ends in disaster when Namari, the princess of Fang, betrays Raya's trust. Namari, who initially befriends Raya by bonding over their shared love for dragons, reveals her true intentions and attempts to steal the dragon gem for Fang. In the ensuing chaos, the dragon gem is broken into 5 pieces, and the Droon are released once again, turning people into stone as they did 500 years ago. The fractured gem pieces are taken by the 5 regions, further deepening the divisions between them. 6 years after the fall of the dragon gem, Raya has become a lone warrior, determined to find the last dragon and restore the gem. Her quest takes her to the farthest corners of Kumandra, where she encounters different characters who will ultimately join her on her journey. These characters, each from a different region of Kumandra, include Baun, a charismatic young boat captain from Tail, Tong, a formidable warrior from Spine, and Noi, a clever toddler from Talon who leads a band of mischievous Onjis, creatures resembling monkeys. As Raya's team grows, so too does her understanding of the need for trust and cooperation. The key turning point in Raya's journey is her meeting with Sisu, the last dragon. Unlike the majestic, powerful dragons of legend, Sisu is quirky, kind-hearted, and unsure of herself. She explains to Raya that the power to stop the Droon lies not just in the dragon gem, but in the unity of the people of Kumandra. Throughout the movie, Sisu serves as a voice of optimism and belief in the inherent goodness of people. which contrasts with Raya's hardened skepticism. Sisu's light-hearted nature and ability to find the best in everyone helps guide Raya on her emotional journey. A central theme in Raya and the Last Dragon is the importance of trust. Raya's distrust of others, especially Namari, stems from her initial betrayal and the subsequent fragmentation of Kumandra. Her father's belief in trust as the key to unity is something Raya struggles with throughout the film, especially as she faces more betrayals and challenges along her journey. The film shows that trust is not easy, especially in a world where people have been divided by fear, greed, and conflict for so long. However, it also emphasizes that trust is essential for true peace and unity. As Raya and her team collect the pieces of the dragon gem from the different regions, they must confront the deep-seated distrust that exists between the people of Kumandra. Each region has its reasons for guarding their piece of the gem, and Raya must navigate these tensions in order to reunite the gem and stop the Drune. In particular, the relationship between Raya and Namari serves as the emotional core of the film. Namari, like Raya, is driven by a deep love for her people and a desire to protect them. However, her actions are motivated by fear and the belief that only Fong should possess the dragon gem's power. The tension between Raya and Namari reflects the larger conflict between the regions of Kumandra. The climax of the film takes place in Fong, where Raya and Namari face off in a final confrontation. At this point, Raya's anger and distrust of Namari have reached their peak, and she is prepared to fight to protect her people and the dragon gem. However, Sisu's message of trust and unity finally resonates with Raya, and she chooses to forgive Namari rather than continue the cycle of conflict. In a powerful moment, Raya hands Namari the last piece of the dragon gem, trusting her to do the right thing and restore the gem's power. This act of trust and forgiveness ultimately leads to the reunification of Kumandra and the return of the dragons. Raya and the Last Dragon is a visually stunning and emotionally resonant film that explores themes of trust, unity, and forgiveness. Through Raya's journey, the film shows that true strength comes not from power or magic, but from the ability to trust others and work together for the greater good. The film's rich world building, inspired by Southeast Asian cultures, adds depth and texture to the story, while the dynamic characters and thrilling action sequences keep audiences engaged from start to finish. Ultimately, Raya and the Last Dragon is a story about the power of trust to heal a fractured world, and the importance of forgiveness in overcoming past wounds. The film's message is especially timely in a world that is often divided by fear, mistrust, and conflict. Raya and the Last Dragon reminds us that while it may be difficult to trust others, especially those who have wronged us, it is the only way to move forward and build a better future. Through its compelling characters, beautiful animation, and heartfelt storytelling, Raya and the Last Dragon delivers a powerful message of hope and unity that resonates with audiences of all ages. The movie's rich animation and heartwarming narrative create an immersive experience, making it a beloved addition to Disney's repertoire of animated films. Its timely message of trust, combined with its portrayal of diverse cultures, makes it stand out in the landscape of family films. At its core, Raya and the Last Dragon is a story about the need for people to come together, even in the face of fear and uncertainty, to create a brighter future for all. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.